ripping line. Ripping line. Oh, it was ripping line. Oh, it's still there, it's still there, it's still there. Hit him. Good fish. That looks like a better fish. I don't know how beefy that rod is, but that looks like a good one.
Oh, he's better ball.
Big, big.
He's going on the way. Yeah, he's going.
Wannabe boys, they both have come up this morning.
Right there. Looks so huge. This is how heavy he is, man. They'll hold him up there. Wow, what a set. What a season it's been. There's a nice go. He's not quite as tall as I thought he was. My gosh,
It's for sure fish.
Love us. That's really popped up on the camera for us. I came from the first sit at home. You know, they're gonna make some noise. They're really not gonna talk about it. We just gotta go.
That's a big girl, baby! Yes! Hell yeah! Oh my god, yes, dude!
What's up, guys? It's Thomas Massa coming at you with another Wannabe Outdoors video. This week, it's time to do our 36 hours challenge again. If you guys didn't watch the old 36 hours challenge, go watch that. It was filmed 2 winters ago. We put it out last winter. But the last 36 hours challenge was 36 hours of ice fishing spread across 3 days. So you had 3 12-hour days. You got to drive and sleep between each 12-hour day, and you fished for 36 hours. And you get to measure the longest fish of each species you catch. No limit on the number of species you can have, but they did in the last one, I believe they had to be over 6 inches. This one, we dropped the minimum size requirement, but because we had such a hard time scheduling the last one, you know, most people just don't have 3 days off in a row, we moved it to just 2 days, so 36 straight hours, straight through the night. You could fish 36 straight, you could fish whenever. So it ran from 6 o'clock on Saturday morning until 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. My partner Archer and I had a great first day. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, just really quickly wanted to say, Archer was wearing a camera the whole time. I've never had this happen before, but the card corrupted. So I apologize if I didn't get some of the measurements on my GoPro as well, because I thought him with the head mount on, he'd be looking right at the tape, and I thought we'd have it on his. That's also why when he catches a fish, we don't move to his camera. We have to stay on mine until I get over to him. So you'll see there's a couple fish in this video where he catches them and I pretty much just get him measuring them. But yeah, that's why that card got corrupted and I literally can't get any video off of that card. So I apologize about that.
Fish on, fish on, fish on. No, watch him just, no, he's still there, still there, still there. Good fish, good fish.
I'm gonna take that off and now.
Nah, not that much line. It's definitely a cat. You can see the way it's rolling like that. Pretty good fish, I think. Oh, it's not that big. It is a cat though, right kind. There we go, there we go. Okay, now we got decisions to make because that's not huge. God, that was fast. God, that was fast. I smoked it, inhaled that thing. Let's go. Nose on. Oh, it's like a 21. Come on, buddy, roll the fin back. There it is. All right. Nose on.
21.
Does he hit a quarter? Do we get a quarter out of him? Hang on, he's not real straight. Let's get him straightened out. Oh yeah, that's over a quarter. Nose on. 21 and a quarter. Oh, boys.
Are those more?
Really? Yes. Let's go. I'll be over there in a second.
I guess you have 4 sections.
Yeah. That's clutch, dude. That's big.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. I'm marking so many fish down there.
Really?
I just can't get any to go. I'm guessing that's what they are. There you go. I'm looking, I'm seeing 8 1/4.
8 1/4.
8 1/4. All right.
Let's go.
Well, in that note, do we reel up all the jaw jackers and just go sit down there until 7:45 trying to catch perch?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Hit him. If he's there, hit him. Did he spit it? Got him. Nice fish?
Maybe.
No, not big. Oh, hang on. Could be decent. Could be decent. Could be decent. Oh, could be big. Oh, kind of ripping ya. Oh no. We'll measure it just because we don't want to have this one in the end, but
Yeah.
mouth closed. She goes 19 3/4.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good sign. A little better fish. I'll measure that perch. It's not big, but probably 7.5. Yeah, 7 1/4 inch perch. Not great, but good enough for right now. Oh yeah, it's there. You can hit him. You got your GoPro on. You think he's got it? There you go. Smaller than the last one. Kind of looks like you're pulling it in easier than the last one. Okay, maybe. Maybe it's decent. Oh, it's bigger. It's bigger for sure. It's still not big, but it's big. Yeah, 22, 23. Oh man, come on, just come in. You want to go grab the bump board? I'll get this out. The last one was wet, 19 3/4, and this one is mouth closed.
23.
22, yeah, 22 3/4, nose on, 22 3/4. Nice. That's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Ripping line. Ripping line. Oh, it was ripping line. Oh, it's still there, it's still there, it's still there. Hit him. Good fish. That looks like a better fish. I don't know how beefy that rod is, but that looks like a good one. Hopefully it's a bass. It's not screaming like a pike. You know, it hasn't gone on one of them. There it is. That's pike. Might be a good one though. That's a pretty good run.
Yeah.
How's it feel? Pretty good?
Decent, yeah.
Bigger than 23 and...
Yeah.
About bigger than 23. 22 3/4. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ah, might not be any bigger. Geez. Came out of the hole himself. Nose on, oh, he's like 24 and a, make sure we get that mouth closed. Okay, he's 24 and a half. It's 24 3/4. Does he get there? There it is right there. If you put his fin like that, that's 24 3/4. He's on the line, nose on. Back he goes. All right, well, that's almost a 25 incher. Now we got to think about, is 24 3/4 big enough to leave this and go to a spot where we have a better chance at a bass and a bluegill? What is it? Nice, I'll grab the bump board. I bet she goes 14. It's not a bad one at all. Oh, what am I saying?
17.
I don't think she gets to 17. 16 3/4? 16 3/4. Nice. It's a good one. You want a picture?
Yeah, I can just take it.
Oh yeah, I got the bluegill. Let's go. There it is. It's getting laid out here. It's kind of hard to read. That's 7 right there. So he does not get to 7.5. He's 7 1/4. 7 1/4. This gill might be bigger than the last one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a significantly bigger bluegill than the last one. Oh wow, he's still only 7 3/4 right there. Dang. Well, that's a pretty good one, actually. That's going to be an upgrade. That's a big bluegill. Alright, again, the tough to see bump board. There's the 8 right there. Here's the 8. He's clearly, oh, I think he's on the quarter. Yeah, he's on the quarter line. There's the 8 1/4 line right there. There he is, touching the 8 1/4 line.
Your rooster tip of the week this week brought to you by the Rooster Bait and Tackle, the official tackle sponsor of the channel. We're going to talk about line types. There's mainly 3 kinds of line that fishermen use. You've got braided line, you've got monofilament line, and you've got fluorocarbon line. And each different line has got its different strengths and weaknesses and their uses that they're better for. Braided line is, I mean, just the way it sounds, it's a bunch of little fibers braided together. Super strong line. Not as abrasion resistant as the other 2 kinds of line. There's no stretch, so you get great feel. I mean, you can feel exactly what's happening with braided line. And it's smaller diameter than the other 2 by far, comparatively to its strength. So I mean, you know, 10-pound braid might be the same diameter as 2, 3, 4-pound mono and 1, 2, 3-pound fluoro. So you can fit more of it on the spool in heavier quantities because it's that smaller diameter. Weaknesses of braid would be, it's not as abrasion resistant as the other 2, and then in the ice fishing season it carries a lot of ice back with it. You know, it gets wet and the water gets in between those fibers, which I'm sure does reduce the strength a little bit, but you don't really see any problems with that so much as it just carries water, you know, back into your eyelets that freeze up and back into your reel that can freeze up, and the line itself freezes. And it's also not invisible like the other 2 kinds of line. Strengths of mono line would be that it floats. So a lot of guys will throw 40, 50-pound mono on their topwater setups for bass, especially if they're not fishing around weeds. Braid will cut through weeds because of its small diameter, as the other two kinds of line just won't do that. So a lot of guys will throw it on topwater rigs because it floats. It also stretches a lot, which is good for fighting big fish, not so good for feeling what's happening with, you know, like a Ned rig or a jig on the bottom or a jigging wrap where you need to be able to feel your bottom contact. You know, it's not as good for those things, but it is clear and it is cheap. Braid's kind of your middle ground on price. Fluoro is expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's very, very good line, super strong, incredibly abrasion resistant. It does have a little bit bigger diameter than your braid, and I think it's about the same as mono, but it is super, super strong line, and it is completely invisible. It is great leader line. It ties pretty good knots. You know, it doesn't burn itself too bad in knots. And just, I mean, I run fluoro leaders on almost every rod that I have that has braid on it. And I run straight fluoro on quite a few rods. I don't run hardly any mono, and I will run braid, but I almost always run a fluoro leader. The only rod I have straight braid on is I have straight 60-pound braid on my flipping setup for bass, which I know I'm going to be flipping into cover, so they're not going to see that line anyway. But I love fluoro, I love braid, and mono is cheap. So if you're fishing on a budget, mono's the way to go. Anyway, let's get back to the fishing.
Yes, cutthroat, 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 cutthroat. I got one. Yes. Bring the bump, bring the bump. That's what we're after right there. Yes. Oh, it's a nice one too. Nice fish. Not a big cutthroat, but nice fish. He's not big, but that's a cutthroat. 100%. I was halfway up because something swam through halfway up. Come in here, buddy. Quit swimming around. Holy crap. You need to chill. 13 3/4. Does he get 14? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, he just doesn't get there. 13 3/4 inch cutthroat.
That's a weird looking rainbow.
It is a weird looking rainbow, but that's what that is. That's a rainbow. It's just a little bit muddy water rainbow. He hit 13.
12 3/4.
12 3/4. Yeah. No, his nose starts coming off. 12 3/4. All right, I'll put it down. We got to upgrade that hopefully, but I'll put it down. 3 minutes. We'll start picking stuff up in 3 minutes. Oh, yes. Not the size, but the species. We'll at least get it. We'll at least get inches for it. That's big. Yes. Eight-inch crappie. 8-incher. All right, let's get this smallmouth, man. It's coming together. 120-inch day. Oh, oh. I think it's just a perch, but it's a better one. No, that ain't no perch, dude. If it is, it's a tank of perch, dude. It's a giant perch, but it's a perch. Can you see it? My jigging wrap's gonna get caught on the edge of the ice. It is a smallie, it is a smallie, it is a smallie. Oh, it's a smallie. It's a tiny little smallie, but it is a smallie. Get him. Yeah!
Came off right there.
What a snag. What a snag. That's what I'm talking about. I knew it wasn't a perch, dude. It's fighting too hard. It's fighting too hard. We got all three just like that fast. All right, let's upgrade them. So none of those are what we want. Let's upgrade them. Oh yeah, that works too, yeah. All right, 0. I'm gonna put my thumb on 0 and we can just slide it to the tip of his mouth. 13. 13 and a half right there. 13 and a half. That's pulling the tape as tight as I could pull it to get it straight. 13 and a half. Let's go. I mean, it's a dink. It's a dink, but it's what we wanted. It's the right kind. Buddy, go down. There you go. It's the right kind, and that's what matters. Oh yes, we caught every fish we wanted to catch today. Plus, we caught a rainbow. We weren't even planning on catching that, dude. Oh yeah, I think it's bigger. It'll be close. Huh? Nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna be bigger, dude. Here, let me slip it under. Pinch the tail if you can. 15, do we get a quarter? Make sure my thumb's on. No, it doesn't get there. 15 though. That's an upgrade.
Can you get a picture?
Yeah, I can get a picture. There's a perch. Yes. $12-inch perch. Let's go. That's a nice one. Right back down. Thanks. Dude, but that spot over there, I mean, we caught some there yesterday that were good. We got the biggest crappie and the biggest perch right there, but I wanted to get that smallmouth here. So if you wanted to, we could both slide all the way over there now if you want. I'll grab this stuff that's here. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a magnum crappie, dude. Oh, look, I just barely had him hooked with one little hook. Look at that thing. That's a tank. That's a tank, dude. Oh my gosh. It's gotta be 12, yeah. Get the other fin maybe. The bottom one. Yeah, he's 11 3/4 right there. Yes, dude. Get her back. Oh, huge. Oh my god, we killed it at this lake. I mean, outside of picking up a fish that I've literally never caught here, we killed it. Like outside of wasting 2 hours trying to catch a brown.
Yeah.
We killed it.
144 inches, just an insane day. This 36 hours deal was supposed to be a challenge with another team. And to be fair, there was another team. I'm not including any of their video because I couldn't get any of their video because they fished East River. So it was supposed to be East River versus West River. Those guys put up 33 inches total. So we're already 111 inches above what they put up total. So Archer and I are just going for 200 now. If we can get 200, we'll consider this a success. I really only had us down for like 160, 170. You know, we're just here in the hills. We're not going to get the walleye and the herring and maybe an eel pout that we would get back at the river. And lake trout's tough this time of year because Pactola was not frozen yet when we filmed this video. So it's tough to get a lake trout anywhere else. You'll get to see us try in next week's video though. Catch you guys then.